Welcome. I hope everyone's having a lovely Saturday. I'm surprised anybody's gonna not be out there on the lake or in the pool since it's supposed to be the last weekend of summer, which I think is silly, but that's just me. So if I had a pool in my backyard, I would still be getting in it past this weekend, but I know there's some public pools where they start closing them down Labor Day weekend, so I know people are still out there enjoying the pools, taking advantage of it, and I don't blame them. I would be too, probably. I don't spend that much time out there in the sun anymore, though. So I like to stay indoors mostly because I'm not trying to get my skin all burned. Otherwise, I'm going to hear it from my family about, oh, you need to stay outside from the sun. You're going to get sunburn. You're going to get skin cancer. Make sure you put your sunscreen on. Yes, 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 I know. It's like I thought part of my heritage being Polynesian or Hawaiian, whichever word you want to use, would help protect me from getting sunburned. So, hi, beautiful Hershey. How are you, gorgeous? How you doing today, honey? It's good to see ya. I saw you on Jane's live. You were over there, said you were eating bacon and eggs. I was sitting there fixing to ask you. It's like, where's mine? Hi, beautiful Fatima. How are you, honey? Welcome. It's good to see y'all. How y'all doing? Hershey was over there just eating some bacon and eggs not that long ago, Fatima. She didn't bring us any. That sounds so good. I haven't had bacon and eggs in a while. Aw. Aw, Hershey, thank you, honey. I do. I love some bacon, but I'm picky. I gotta have medium bacon. I can't have it well done. Doing your prayers. No, that's beautiful, Fatima. I'm glad. I did my prayers too right before I came on. Oh, we've got to do my prayers and my protection prayers too. Yum, that sounds good, Hershey. You know what I used to love making? I liked making like the fried potatoes with onions and fry up some tortillas with chorizo. That's what I like eating sometimes. And making like a burrito out of it. Oh, that sounds good too. Fresh jam. Yeah, my brother-in-law makes fresh jam. He makes some good peach and strawberry. It's like when, just like a few months ago, he gave me some fresh strawberry jam, and I think that container was gone in like a month. Yes, I know, honey. There is a lot going on, isn't there, in the world? It's all we can do is pray and wish for the best. That's what I always do when I pray. I always pray for everyone. For them to be washed over and loved and protected. It does sound good, Hershey. You're making me hungry over there, sweetheart. I didn't even eat my dinner last night. I just decided, nah, I'm not hungry. So I still got my dinner from last night to eat. It's in the fridge. And I don't even know if I have any of my pots and pans out of my boxes yet. I think I do, but I'm not positive. I know I put some of the dishes up, but I don't know if the pots and pans are out yet. Yeah, Hershey, there's all kinds of craziness out there, isn't there? I try not to get involved in all that. Like, I don't watch TV. I don't even have TV connected in my house, so my TV is YouTube. So I don't even know what's going on, Fatima. Was there more earthquakes going on or what? I'm praying it doesn't get worse, but unfortunately I know it will. So y'all got any plans for this weekend, knowing it's Labor Day? Or are y'all just taking it easy at home? I know it's going to be busy over here near my house because I'm not that far from the lake. So people are going to be taking their boats and jet skis and all that out. I actually just saw a truck drive by with a boat. So I'm assuming they were heading up to the lake. Yeah, Hershey, that's what I do. I can't even tell you the last time I watched a movie. I couldn't even tell you the last movie I watched. It's been several months. Well, if I were to take a guess, I think the last movie I watched was the Pope's Exorcist or something like that. It has Gerald Butler in it. I think that was the last movie I remember watching. And that was like on, not on Netflix, but it was on Hulu or something like that. Oh well, Fatima, that's so sad. Yeah, exactly, Hershey. Exactly it. I'm out here in the country, and thankfully I rarely ever hear sirens over here since I've been living here, but I know if I get closer to the big city of Atlanta, then it gets bad. That's horrible, Fatima. Hello, Siraj. Welcome, sweetheart. How are you? Sure. If you can give me a minute, though. I'm sitting here talking with a few people. Why don't you hang out and enjoy the chat, sweetheart? I love coming on here reading cards, but I also like connecting with people, too. Oh my gosh, Fatima, that's horrible. Oh no. I don't understand how people get that way. All right, Phronix. I don't do drugs, sweetheart, but apparently you're a troll. So here, Hershey, I'm gonna do something, sweetheart. Andrew, I'm in Georgia. I just gave you a wrench, beautiful. I thought you had a wrench too, but I just gave it to you. Now you got a wrench. Yes, Andrew, I'm part Asian. I'm mixed. I'm Japanese and Polynesian, English, Irish, and Scandinavian. So that's pretty good. You can tell that I'm part Asian. Not everybody can. Well, thank you, Siraj. I like it too, except for right now it's hot. And I want to chop it off. Hello, beautiful Juanita. How are you, sweetheart? Thank you, Andrew. I think it's a nice mix. I get a lot of compliments on it, so. Oh, that's good to hear, Juanita. I'm happy to hear it, sweetheart. Am I available? What do you mean, Andrew? Are you asking, am I single? If you're asking if I'm single, the answer is no. I'm not single, sweetheart. No, Siraj. You're making me blush, sweetheart. Thank you. You're a sweetheart. You're gonna make me turn all kinds of shades of pink. Yes, Hershey, I am. Jonathan made this. I just got it this week? Yeah, I believe it was Monday. Monday or Tuesday is when I got it. Hi, Danny. How are you, sweetheart? Oh, thank you, Danny. You're a sweetheart, honey. Really, Dallas. Hello, beautiful soul. How are you? Oh, Hershey. You know, you can get what? See, what did Jonathan say? I believe it's 30% off. If you were to go to his website and order it and type in Aloha, it's like 30% off right now, I think. No, YouTube's definitely not a dating site. I didn't come on here to look for a date. I came on here to make friends and connect with people and read tarot cards. But some people do use YouTube, just like some of those other websites as dating websites. Like I think I've heard of people going to, oh man, what's that one that's supposed to be specifically for like career, looking for jobs. And people go on there trying to hit other people up, like a dating app. No, thank you for thinking I'm attractive, but everybody doesn't fall for me. No, Hershey. I'm sorry, honey. I know it's not cheap. So, Siraj, you have a question, sweetheart? I'll start taking questions and pulling out cards. I mean, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna start going back to work here soon, so. Sure, Hershey. You want me to use the 7 energy oracle? Got it right here. I'm still learning this deck. Most of these decks I am still learning because they're still new to me. Yeah, Juanita, I don't do health questions. I stay away from those. I don't do health. I don't do law. I don't do political, and I don't do third party. Yes, it is, Hershey. It was worth every penny. Love life guidance, Siraj. Okay, honey. And Hershey, you want a collective reading for the weekend using the 7 oracles energy, right? This is the one you're talking about, Hershey. I think this is the deck you were talking about, sweetheart. Let me know if this is the one you're talking about, Hershey. Because I think that's the only one I have. I might have a second one, but it's probably over there on my shelf. I have a different energy oracle, Hershey. I also have this one. Okay, but you want the 7 energy oracle. All right, beautiful. I got you. All right. Love life guidance for you, Siraj. Still looking for love, huh? Cupid hasn't pointed his arrow yet. Siraj, the difference between tarot and oracle. Tarot is pretty much 78 cards, and every tarot deck has the same meaning for each card. Like if you pull out the Magician, it has the same standard meaning. To where oracle cards, every oracle deck is different. That's given different images, and they all have different meanings. So not one oracle deck is exactly like everyone else's. So there's all kinds of different oracle decks. All right. Looking for love. Let's see. Hello, Maneuver. How are you, sweetheart? Hello, Michael. Welcome. Yeah, Hershey, I can see that. I can see some people looking at it that way. Hi, beautiful Viviani. How are you, gorgeous? Siraj, you want a beautiful girlfriend like me? You're so sweet. Oh, thank you, Maneuver. You're a sweetheart, honey. I'm flattered. Y'all gonna make me blush now. Siraj is looking for love. All right. You sure you haven't found someone out there yet, sweetheart? I feel like you're going to find her here soon. That's exactly it, Michael. You're right. You know what I've always learned is when I wasn't looking for love, love always found me, and vice versa. And I have that belief that if anything is meant for you, it will not pass you by. So, Siraj, I don't know, sweetheart. Maybe the universe is holding out on you a little bit longer. But let's see. I know you asked me this the last time. He's still trying to come in here and act a fool, isn't he? Viviana, you're good. You're quick, sweetheart. That was the second time. That's exactly right, Juanita. When you're not looking for love, it finds you. Well, looks like someone's coming in for you, Siraj. I don't know if it's going to be that kind of long-lasting love affair for you, though, that you might be looking for. Hello, Robert. Welcome. Because, Siraj, the first card I got for you, sweetheart, is the Knight of Wands. I feel like this is you, sweetheart, looking for love, and I think you're going to find someone because I pull right behind it, the Queen of Swords. So I feel like this is someone that you're looking at. I think she might be in your eyesight, sweetheart. So you might want to look a little further. I believe that she may be eyeing you. It's just you now got to go through and approach her. But I believe she's around you. And if you haven't come in contact with her yet, you will hear soon, sweetheart. But she's a strong, independent woman. So I hope you like a strong, smart, independent woman. Because, you know, we can be a little spicy. I'll just say it like that. Ain't that right, Viviani and Hershey? We can be a little spicy. And that's what I got for you, sweetheart. Yes, Siraj, I believe so. It's someone you already know, sweetheart. She's around. So you gotta look. Keep your eyes out. Hello, beautiful Miss Moonlight. How are you, gorgeous? Hello, Robert. Thank you. Hello, Purple. Purple Pidge. I think that's what that says. My accent, it's a Southern accent. Oh, well, thank you, Robert. I try. Thank you. Yes, I've been living here in Georgia for 33 years, so I picked up on the Southern drawl. But people have it worse than me, but my family in California always make fun of me. They always make fun of my accent. Because instead of like saying, let's see, instead of saying going to the store, I say I'm fixing to go to the store. Oh, wow, Robert. So, yeah, I know where Madison's at. Madison's not that far from me, actually. I'm close to Commerce. I'm sure you're familiar with Commerce. I look 25, Siraj. Well, you're a sweetheart, honey. I wish. I'll be 25 today, Siraj. How about that? No, sweetheart. I'm a lot older than 25. Okay, Robert. That's cool. I used to have family in Covington. It's not far from me. So thank you, Siraj. That's sweet. Right, Viviani? I wish I was 25 still. I'll be 25 today. No, Siraj. I'm 43, sweetheart. Let me cuff. What's the weekend gonna be like? That's what Hershey wants to know. What is y'all's weekend gonna be like? You're childless? Well, did you want kids, Robert? I mean, I don't know how old you are, sweetheart, but guys can actually have kids a lot older than us women can. Yes, I moved to Georgia from California. I moved here when I was a kid, though. I was 10. I don't have any kids either. Oh, Viviani, you're sweet, honey. You're gonna make me blush. I look better than most 25-year-olds. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. You do, too. I didn't think you could be any older than your 20s, Viviani. But you're saying you are like me. You're a beautiful lady, honey. You're welcome. All right. Hershey, the weekend. Exposed and revealed. Ooh. Opening to discovery. Ooh. Now I'm getting chills. Something tells me this is going to be good. I can easily swap it to 34. Well, thank you. It's funny because I still get carded for alcohol. On the rare occasion I may have a drink. Oh, thank you, beautiful Miss Moonlight. I'll write your name down, gorgeous. I got you. Yeah, because I'll be 44 March 10th. Wow. Do you have this deck, Hershey? I think you said you had this deck, right? My favorite cocktail, I don't know. I like a few different ones. I like, oh my goodness. Now I'm going to sound like a lush over here. I definitely like shots of tequila, so my favorite is Patron, but I also like a blue kamikaze, which is vodka with blue carousel and something else in it. I also like, let's see, oh, what's the name of that drink? It has Crown Royal in it. It has Crown Royal and I think cranberry juice. So, and I like a margarita every once in a while too. Or I'll drink like a Jaeger bomb. So Jaeger is a shot of Jaeger with Red Bull. So those are my drinks that I usually get. What about y'all's? No, thank you, Siraj. Wow, somebody's going deep here. Oh, I like a pina colada too, Juanita. I haven't had one in a while though. I used to get a drink when I would go to Cancun on vacation. I used to get what they call, I think it's called Miami Vice. And it was a pina colada, but I had like some kind of strawberry juice or something in it too. Some kind of mix. Yeah, you don't drink Fatima, don't you? So this first card I get her, she is exposed and revealed. We're going to go deep here. Because it's talking about seeing the shame as the heart-wrenching cry for help that it is. Consider whether you could have been triggered in the outer world by unresolved issues that matched all your inner pain points. Or if someone is shaming you, perhaps you have triggered them. How miserable they must be to expend their energy on such toxicity. They are drinking poison hoping you will get sick. You cannot love someone out of their shame. You can only show compassion for both them and yourself. Set a healthy boundary and refuse to set the flames. So, this is talking about Hi, honey. Hi, Jeff. How are you, sweetheart? You know this card well. So, being exposed. Someone's trying to put someone to shame here. So, my intuition just says that that person who's trying to put you or anyone else to shame haven't learned to love themselves yet. If they're wanting to project themselves, is what I feel from this card. So it's better just to have compassion and forgiveness for them. And if you pray, if you believe in a God, pray for them that they'll find love within themselves and face that demon head on. Because I feel like this is someone fighting their demons. So that's what I get from that Hershey. And then the second one is broken up. And I'm getting chills about this. This is deep. But I do like this deck because it's a deep deck. So, broken open is the second one. So it says, there are situations in life when you see the value of loss, grief, and a broken heart. Yet it's not the pain or loss itself that must be the focus of your attention here. Not even the story of what happened. The details surrounding what has brought you to your knees is as important as what results from the experience. Can you see that this situation has broken you wide open, enabling you to have an even greater capacity for love, compassion, empathy, and understanding? You cannot be the same person as before. The only way forward is to move through it without resistance or manipulation. Where'd it go? Without attempting to bargain with unseen forces, because none of your usual fallbacks can put you back together again. If you do fall prey to self-absorption, self-pity, it will just make it harder to get to the next gradual phase, leading to relief. Yet even if you are prolonging the inevitable, you will get there eventually. The gift is accepting who you become as a consequence of integrating this difficult experience and allowing yourself to be more than you were. So I feel like this is another card of like facing your demons, facing your great loss, facing what you're having to walk away from and leave behind, and look at all your pieces of where you've come from, what has shattered you, and putting yourself back together and seeing the beauty in that, and to move forward, taking all, even the ugliest parts of us, and bringing it into the beauty of what makes us all who we are, our unique selves, and facing that head on, and not allowing anyone else to define us and telling us, who we are or who we aren't. Um, kind of like shedding the old skin is what I get from this card. Does that make sense to you, Hershey? That's what I feel from that card, though. Yeah, because that's what I feel. I feel like it's a shedding of old skin. It's that, it's that broken reminder, when we get our heart broken, when someone close to us, has passed away. It's all the, darkest, deepest depths of us, like our shadow side, that's being broke open, and then we're having to re-heal ourselves again. Oh, honey, don't feel guilt. You're a beautiful person, Hershey. What are you guilty for, sweetheart? I pulled one more card, Hershey. Opening to discovery. This reminds me of discovering your new self now. That's what I feel from this card. From broken open to going deep within and discovering our deeper selves. Even with the bad, the good will come out, that we all shine a light on. Because it says we tune into information from our outer environment, then assign meaning to it within our psyches. Every day, however, the amount of data we sort through exceeds what we're capable of processing. Especially since the advent of the internet, we have been bombarded with more than we could ever hope to absorb. Therefore, it's important to be mindful of what we expose ourselves to. Consistent exposure to unhealthy messages invites us into a cynical, fear-based worldview. On the other hand, conscious exposure to information supporting our well-being shifts us toward growth and expansion. The choice, though, is not always obviously ours, which is why we must be discerning on a daily basis. The universe is always engaging us. We are part of it. After all, through synchronicities, omens, and other signs that point toward our best path, our intuition helps us tune in and see our environment like an oracle. However, this new information doesn't always make sense right away. So being curious and non-resistant is key to learning. So I feel like, Hershey, this is like talking about learning our new selves, going deep within, facing that, what's broken us here, when we've been exposed to, different environments, the good, the bad, everything in between, and being broken open to have to face those truths, it opens us up to new discovery. And that's what I feel like this is what it's saying is now we're freshly open. It's not like opening up or pouring salt on a wound. It's just going back and pulling out that wound that already existed and going in and healing it and bringing it back out and allowing that beauty to shine that we learned from that hurt, that pain, being shattered, our losses, the fears, having the disappointments, even whether that's with ourselves or with others. It's all those things combined into this where we come out new with a new shell that we can share with the world and our deepest selves. That's what I get from this, Hershey. I hope that resonates, beautiful. Thank you for trusting me to read for you. I actually want to pull you another card, Hershey. I know that was a collective reading, but because that was so deep, I'm going to pull from my other oracle. In fact, something told me to grab it, so I think I grabbed it because you were going to ask about that deck. Let me see. Oh, okay. I don't know if you've seen this deck, Hershey. Hello, Ivani. I don't know what you're talking about, sweetheart. Hershey, have you ever seen this deck? It's called Healing Spirits. This is a good deck. It's deep, too. I love this deck. I've hardly used it yet, though. So... hello, Ignite Your Soul. Hello to everyone who came into the room that I missed. Welcome, beautiful people. I'm happy y'all are here. Let's see. One card, please. Ooh, I got chills. Ooh, the first step is taken. You have asked for help. I think that's the first card in this deck. Let's see. Where do we go? Yep, the first card is take. The first step is taken. You have asked for help. Look at that. Look at all those beautiful colors and that sun shining over the water. It says, so many people don't know how to ask for help or have never even considered asking healing spirits for assistance when they are feeling low. But it is the easiest thing to do. Simply say, please, Spirit, will you help me? Spirit healers and helpers will soon be in your energy and working to lift you up again. Take a moment each day to feel their healing energy in your life and allow yourself to be balanced and regenerated by their healing balm It is also important that you learn to give thanks when you do this practice. If you ask from the heart, it shall be given. So this is Spirit asking, wanting you to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you're hurting, when you feel lost, you feel alone, you're going through great suffering, a great loss of a loved one. If you're facing addiction, any of those things, don't feel like you're alone, because you're not. So reach out and ask for help, and ask your spirit guides for help. They want to help you. That's what this card tells me. And I just got chills. Hello, Tharanga. I think that's how I say your name, sweetheart. Can I show my full hair? I mean, I would have to stand up. My hair goes down to my knees. So, it's long. So, welcome. Whew. That was deep, Hershey. Well, thank you, Robert. You're a sweetheart. Thank you, y'all. Well, Anita, I use Pantene Pro V. You're welcome, Hershey. Did that last card make sense? Ooh, I got chills again. That's spirit talking. Show my full hair. Why do y'all want to see my hair? Yes. I love y'all too. Ooh, that was deep. I still got chills from that, Hershey. But I love it. I'm a deep person like you, Hershey. You know that, sweetheart. I like to go deep. Whoa. Okay. Yes, they are. Oh, love and light to you ignite soul. Okay, beautiful Miss Moonlight. You got a question, gorgeous? I saw your donation. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Yeah. And you're the beautiful shadow reader, honey. See, this is how long my hair is. It goes all the way down. And it needs to be cut, actually. Ooh, I still got chills. You want a general on the week ahead, Miss Moonlight? Okay, beautiful. Let's see. I got all my decks stacked over here. I mean, I'm not going to cut it off. I just need it trimmed. I need about like a foot cut off of it because the ends are all split. Week ahead reading. I got you, beautiful. Oh, thank you, Ignite. So, I mean, I don't wear any makeup for one, except for lipstick. So, and I use that, what's it called? Oil Olay Retinol 24 facial cleanser, and it has like a scrub, so it's like a cleanser and scrub in one, and then I use their moisturizer. That's all I do. Nothing fancy. So thank you. No, thank you. It's not flawless, but thank you. You're very sweet. I do have my blemishes, but I don't care. I'm authentic. What you see is what you get. No, thank you, Robert. Oh, well, good night, Siraj. It's night where you're at. See, it's only 3:45 here in the afternoon where I'm at. Hello, Vea. How are you, sweetheart? Welcome. Thank you, Robert. I'm true to who I am. I'm not ashamed of who I am. Even with my flaws, I'm still proud of who I am. So, that's what makes me me. People can either like me or not. You know, I'm not one of those people that tries to impress others or try to get people to like me. People are going to like me or they're not. Oh, Siraj, you're in Mumbai. Wow. Okay, sweetheart. Vay, I'll write you on the list, sweetheart. Robert, I'll do you a quick reading, sweetheart, if you want to give me a minute. Or you can come back later, because I'm coming back later tonight. I'll be back on at 9 o'clock tonight. So if you want to come back then, I'll answer your questions, sweetheart. I'll be here. You want me to take Robert first, Miss Moonlight? You sure, sweetheart? Okay. Robert, what's your question, sweetheart? Or do you want me to do a general real quick? Yes, so he can nap. You're so sweet, beautiful Miss Moonlight. I love you, sweetheart. A general. Okay, Robert. Let's see. General for Robert. What does he need to know for his highest good? Welcome everyone who come into the room. Yeah, I'm big on getting sleep too. Of course, my cat didn't let me sleep this morning. He woke me up. That's all right. I think he was hungry. He got spoiled being fed at a certain time of day. Ooh. Well, Robert, the first card I get for you, sweetheart, is the Four of Cups. It says Four of Water, but this is the Four of Cups. And this tells me that you're distracted. If you're looking for love, you're not interested in your career or your hobbies. You're just not interested. If people are approaching you, presenting you with opportunities, you're not interested. You're looking away instead of looking towards it. And your responsibilities that you have currently are distracting you from your gifts that you have, that you possess, whether that's, you know, in your job, that could be your hobbies, your interests, your passions. So Spirit wants you to kind of maybe take another deep dive and look and pay attention, because there's an opportunity being presented to you, but you're not noticing it because you're not showing any interest. You keep looking away from it. So take time out, sweetheart, and pay attention and look around. Otherwise, you might miss an opportunity that you might want, sweetheart. And the next card I got for you is the Emperor. So this is the Emperor is like a leader. It's someone who's in charge, who takes charge of their life. Some will look at them like the person who's in like a supervisor or management role. But you're like a strong man, you're a leader. So I feel like this is pertaining to your job, that you lead, you know, and do well in your career. And I feel like others look up to you. And I also feel like you lead, you know, your family, whether you have, you know, wife and kids, or just, you know, even your siblings, your parents, your cousins. I feel like you're in charge and they all look up to you as the Emperor, as the leader. So this is a good card to have. And I feel like with the opportunity that's being presented to you, that's also why someone's trying to present an opportunity to you, because you are the leader. They see you taking on that leadership role and being able to do it well. But you may want to be careful, sweetheart, because I feel like you're either clashing with someone or you're going to be clashing with someone, because the next card I get is the Five of Fire, which is the Five of Wands. So if you're having conflicts with people, you may want to kind of reassess it and try to, you know, calm your temper, not, you know, fan the flames. Um, if you're getting frustrated with something, like maybe with your job even, or with, you know, a personal relationship of some kind, do the same. Just try not to fan the flames. Sometimes it's easier for us to take a step back and breathe and just think about what's going on and try and listen to the other people than to kind of like be the ram to want to keep like fighting and charging forward to fight for what we think is right, instead of trying to come to the table with middle ground to hear both sides of the coin, sweetheart. So I feel like you got to take it easy, you know, just calm your temper and it'll all work out. So I hope that resonates for you, sweetheart. Thank you for trusting me to read for you. I'm right. So it resonated. Oh, well, I'm glad, sweetheart. I hope that helps you. It's your students. Yeah. No, same to you, sweetheart. God bless you too. Thank you again for trusting me to read for you. And come back. Don't forget to subscribe and like my video, please. I appreciate you. Enjoy your nap, Robert. I hope to see you soon. All right, beautiful Miss Moonlight. Your general for the week ahead. This sounds good. All right, gorgeous. Let's see what Spirit has to say for your week ahead. I know, beautiful Miss Moonlight, you missed the fireworks again last night. I had a few more creeps come in here. It's like they just don't know how to stay away, do they? Alright. General for Miss Moonlight for the week ahead, please, Spirit. Thank you. General for the week ahead, please. Thank you. Where's Miss Moonlight being known for highest good? I'm in the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, that's what somebody else told me the other day. I guess they're gonna be out for me now, huh? Two of Cups. Ooh, Miss Moonlight. You got love on the brain, honey? Are you looking for love? No, sweetheart, I'm not Cherokee. Have you, Miss Moonlight? I wonder if that's why the Two of Cups came up then. That's interesting, honey. Let's see. No, Purple Pidge, I'm mixed. But no, I'm not Cherokee. I'm Japanese, Polynesian, English, Irish, and Scandinavian. Well, sweetheart, love might be coming in for you, honey. It's either you're gonna meet someone, and it might be the one, or it's you just falling in love with your life, being in love with life, you know, being in love with your passions, being in love with your job, your hobbies, because I get the Two of Water here, sweetheart, which is the Two of Cups. And as you can see, what does it say? Lovebird. So, I feel like you might have love coming in, sweetheart. You might be meeting that man you've been looking for, being single. So you're either going to fall in love, sweetheart, or you're going to experience a deepening of a relationship of any kind. You know, this can be romantic, but it can also be a friendship. It can be family, or this can just be, like I said, being in love with like life in general, being in love with your passions. So you're going to grow a deeper love and appreciation for it. And then the next card I have for you is the King of Air, which is the King of Swords. And I feel like at this time, you've got to be objective and communicate clearly in your professional life. And if you need advice, you know, seek it out. Try not to allow your emotions to get the best of you. I know sometimes when we are passionate about something or have a deep belief in something, we can allow our passions come out in the way we speak. 'Cause I'm guilty of this, sweetheart. Trust me, I'm guilty of this. So that way some people may mistake it, may misunderstand, you know, what you're saying or what you're trying to articulate to them. So try and be objective, sweetheart, both professionally, but in your personal life too. Don't allow your emotions to get the best of you. Just be objective and have a cool head. And you know, if you're getting frustrated about something or you're unsure, ask, you know, for help from others. Seek advice from your friends, your family, you know, your boss, whoever that is, beautiful. Yes, be strategic. Yes, beautiful. You got it, honey. And then the next card I get for you is, this is a life experience card, but I feel like this is more like the, what do they call it? Crap, I just drew a blank. Having a brain fart. The Tower card. So I feel like there's going to be some important changes coming your way. But I don't feel like it's going to be necessarily bad. I just think there's something that, like with this card, like you're not being objective about yet, that you really need to be objective about. And I feel like because of that, there's going to be something that you're going to have to take action on. And just trust in what you know, sweetheart. Trust your intuition and trust the way you're looking at it. It's not that you're wrong. It's just sometimes, like I said, our emotions can get the best of us. So I feel like the universe is going to try and shake it up for you a little bit. But I don't feel like it's bad, sweetheart. I feel like it's all going to work out for you. I don't feel like it's a big, like, tornado that's going to come down and tear everything apart. That's not what I feel from this. I just feel it's just going to be a little shake up. So just be mindful of that. And then the last card I pulled out of the tarot before I grab some oracle cards is the Six of Earth, which is the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like what all these three cards are telling me this week is going to be successful overall. And you're going to succeed in what you're wanting to go after. If you're looking to acquire some kind of grant or some kind of loan, I feel like you will get that. I feel like that your blessings, all the work you put in is going to pay off for you. That's what this card is saying. And see the kiwi bird? Like you see this feather right here? I feel like that's your spirit team and your loved ones in heaven saying they're watching over you and they're going to bring in those things that you're wanting, you know, financial abundance, you know, the, you know, material world, you know, this could be your health too. Place it where it fits, sweetheart. But I feel like if you're looking for financial, I feel like it's coming in for you, sweetheart. And all your hard work from work is going to pay off and you're going to prosper from it. And there's going to be a lot of abundance for you in it this week, sweetheart, is what I'm seeing here. And then I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards for you. I feel like you're a little rebel like me, so I'm going to pull you one of my rebel cards. I've only used this deck once, so I'm curious to see what comes out for you. Let's see. I hope that makes sense. I know you are. I feel it. I feel you're a little rebel like me. We don't always play by the rules, do we? Hello, Kite. Yes, you may. I can add you to the list, sweetheart. Welcome. I mean, I play to the beat of my own drum. That's all I can tell you, beautiful. Call me a rebel. Call me what you want. Let's see. Hello, Nagar. If that's how you say your name, I can add you to the list, sweetheart. Just give me a minute, honey. Bring it into form. Kite and Nagar. All right. Jeff, do you want a reading, honey? I feel like you need a reading too, Jeff. Guidance for you on your love manifestation. Okay, honey. Guidance on love life. Everybody's looking for love. I guess Mr. Cupid hasn't shot his arrow at you yet, huh? Okay, Nagar. I'll see what's coming in for you, honey. I'll read for Jeff if he wants me to. I rarely get to read for him, so... Nagar, you're only 16 years old, sweetheart. Do you, Miss Moonlight? I do too. I learn a lot from others. I learn a lot from the readers, and I also learn a lot from the people who are getting the readings. May you get a card from Creative Spirit Guides. I think so, because I thought this stream wasn't... I know I said it. It's not for kids, so... So I'm trying to understand. Okay, Nagar, you're 37 years old. I don't understand why you put 16 there, honey. Alright, beautiful Miss Moonlight. I pulled out this Rebel card from you. This is from my Sacred Rebels deck. And it says, bring it into form. Beautiful dreamer. Oops. Beautiful dreamer. You can imagine wonderful worlds of light. You can dream up so many possibilities. Now it is time to bring those possibilities of light into the world. They need to be more than ideas. They need to live, to manifest. The world needs not only your dreams, beautiful as they are, but also your creations. Get thee to thy desk, thy ease, thy computer. Work, beautiful dreamer. Don't just dream, create. You are being asked to honor yourself with a commitment to complete your inspired task. This will help you to grow, and that is a wonderful reason to commit. But there is another reason too. You know that your inspired ideas are worth translating into practical form so that other people can access them and experience something special too. If you have been thinking about writing a book, painting a picture, or acting on an inspiration or idea, then this oracle is bringing you an unequivocal yes. Do it now. Don't dally or dither about the details or worry about how it all is going to work out. The universe loves a bold spirit. Once you take a step, it will rush toward you like an enthusiastic lover opening doors, hand gently guiding at your lower back as you are moved forward. You will promptly be provided with all that is needed to take the next step. There is sacrifice inherent in translating the perfection of an idea into the limited physical form. Although something may be lost when turning a multidimensional concept of endless potential into something concrete, this oracle guides you to realize that there is much more to be gained. You must become free of this inspiration so that you can receive your next inspiration. It is already waiting for you. So on you must go. This oracle also confirms that the information you need to translate your ideas into form will be provided according to the higher wisdom of life. It may or may not happen by traditional routes. Even if it seems unimaginable, when it is time for something to be born into form, nothing can stop it. It will happen. So beautiful. I feel like what you're working on, you were talking about doing something with that angel oracle earlier today. I know you've been working on your channel, making all those shorts, which they're beautiful, they're creative. I enjoy watching them. So I feel like you need to add more creativity, bring more of those shorts to life. You have so many creative ideas, and they're very inspiring what you do. And I feel like this even applies to your work. You can bring some creative new ideas to the table that you can present to your managers, to the higher ups, and can bring a lot of new life, breathe life into the world. Your beauty, the way you see the world, the way you perceive things. There's a different magic to how you look through a lens, and the focus and the attention to detail. That's what I feel like this is what this card's saying. So dance, sweetheart, bring it into form. Dance, girl. You got this. I feel that in you. So, and then I'm going to pull you a priestess card too, beautiful. Because you're like the priestess. Let's see. Let me put that here real quick. I got decks everywhere. You're welcome, beautiful. Let me get you this priestess card. Let's see what the priestess has to say. Close this out for you, honey. Thank you, everyone, for being here. All right. Sacred gratitude. Ooh. Reverent appreciation and prayer. This is the priestess card for you, beautiful Moonlight. It says, this card brings a simple but profoundly important message to you. The woman peacefully stands alone in a quiet forest, reverently placing her hands on an ancient tree. With eyes closed, she feels a deep connection to the towering tree. truly appreciating its graceful, majestic presence in her life. This card is telling you to let go of external concerns long enough to spend some time in sacred gratitude. This reverent appreciation calls for you to pause and reflect, to truly feel the value of your life and of your earthly environment, down to the depths of your very soul. This is not so much about listing all of the good things you already have, as it is about simply experiencing the wonder of being one with nature, one with your soul, and one with the planet and everything on it. This mystical approach is easy to adopt through a meditative thought, a deep breath, or a quiet smile. Be careful not to dismiss this choice as frivolous. This inwardly peaceful intention is actually a dynamic energy accelerator. Each quiet, uncluttered moment of gratitude will summon the communal grace of both the creative and magnetic forces flowing through the world, and you can ride these energetic waves with joy. So take some time to engage in this deeper sense of gratitude now. And if this card is surrounded by higher energy in your spread, it's also more important to weave these peaceful moments of grateful reflection into your daily life. So I feel like that goes well with the Rebel card, sweetheart. Stepping up and pulling out your creativity and being one with your creation, one with, you know, the mystery of the world, the mystery of the planet, one with nature, bringing these two together, beautiful. This is what I feel, having both the gratitude and being able to appreciate the simplicity of things, the simplicity of the beauty, and the simplicity in your creation that brings so much power and magic to the world. So I feel like it's both connected here, sweetheart. So bring that gratitude forward as you create. Keep creating, beautiful. You're very creative. I love what you put out there on your channel and the songs you match up with all the tarot decks. So I see so many new decks that I've never seen before on your channel just from the shorts you make. So they're very inspiring, beautiful. So I hope this resonates. That's a beautiful card. I've never seen that before. But I like how she's one with the tree with her hand. So that's what I got for you, gorgeous. I hope that resonates for you, honey. You're welcome, honey. Anytime. It's the truth, honey. I'm just speaking the truth. See, and Jeff likes your videos too. And Jeff, you want what card, honey? You said a specific card, but I'm not sure what you're talking about. I got this Healing Stones Oracle I haven't used yet. Ooh, I got chills. Okay, Spirit. And I got this Healing Spirit Oracle deck, Jeff. Or do you want one of those 7 Energies Oracle like the one I did for Hershey? You tell me, honey. Or do you want me to pick? Because I can do pull a few cards for you, Jeff. Guidance for love. All right, Kite. Let me see. You want a love life reading. What's coming in? You know, I'm happy it does, Moonlight. And I love your name. Every single time I go outside at night and I look up at the stars, I think of your name. And what's crazy is, y'all, is I was dreaming about y'all this morning. Just so y'all know, I was dreaming about doing readings today. I was wearing the exact top I have on right now, which is crazy to me because I've never worn this top before. The Spirit told me to do readings today and told me to wear this top. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just following orders. All right, Kite. Love guidance. Let's see. Oh, and I'm going to pull you an angel card too, Miss Moonlight. I meant to do that, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Creative spirit. Okay, honey. Let's see. Thank you. I bought this top like 8 years ago. 8, 9 years ago, and I never wore it until now. Don't know why. It's been hanging in my closet all these years. Queen of Pentacles. Well, I mean, well, Kite, I feel like you're going to have someone come in, but I don't think they're going to be committed to the relationship, though. If you're looking for your, like, forever lover, I don't feel like that's what's going to be coming in, but I feel like someone is coming in if you're single and looking. Because this card is the Knight of Wands. This is not a very mature person. So this person will not be committed. They're not looking for a serious relationship. It's more like someone who's just looking to kind of like a casual dating relationship or a friends with benefit relationship is what I'm getting here. So, yeah, you have love coming in, but it's not the kind of love you're looking for. However, I do see there's someone else that might come in behind this person, because the next card I get is the Queen of Pentacles. And this is more of someone who's more mature, who's more practical, who will be loyal and committed, who's looking for something serious. So I feel like you just have to keep your eyes out. There's going to be someone out there. You're going to have more than one option, but you got to discern which one is better for you, sweetheart. So that's what I have for you. I hope that helps. All right, beautiful Fatima. Well, thank you for stopping by, sweetheart. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see. Nagar, you want an overall general reading, and then I'll read you after that, Jeff. Okay, honey? Kite, I just did yours, sweetheart. So if you weren't watching, you're going to have to rewind it back because I just did yours. Wow, what, Jeff? You're welcome, Kite. What's the wow for, Jeff? Did I miss something? Oh, what? So, Jeff, I'm going to read Nagar first if they're still here. And then I'll read you, sweetheart. Nagar, are you here? If you're not here, I won't read for you, sweetheart. So you got to answer me if you're here. Okay, Ignite. So I'll write you down on my list, sweetheart. Yeah, I'm going to read for someone else first, Ignite, who was here first, and then I'll read for you, sweetheart, okay? All right, Nagar's not answering. Okay, I'll read for you next, Jeff. Let's see. You want answers from your creative guides. Is that what you said, Jeff? Trying to figure out what deck to use for you, baby. Creative guides. Yeah. Talk to me, spirits. What deck? My other deck is probably put away up there. Actually, I do have one card I want to pull for you. Let's see. For the answers from your creative guides. I need to know. Thank you for being here, beautiful people. Well, Jeff. Look at you, Jeff. Well, Jeff, I got some beautiful cards for you, baby. Let me see what this one says. Hello, Glitzy. Welcome. Yes, if you would, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos. That would be very helpful to me. Thank you. Glitzy, I'll put you on my list, sweetheart. There's a few people ahead of you, okay? So if you can be patient, I'd greatly appreciate it. Well, Jeff, I got beautiful cards for you, baby. And I just got chills. Glitzy, you can go through and share my channel, baby, without having to be a moderator. I already have several moderators, honey. But thank you for offering. All right, Jeff. First card I got for you, baby, is Queen of Fire. So this is all about you being talented. Your charming self. You're brilliant. You have all the things you need to manifest what you want. So don't underestimate yourself. Don't underestimate your dreams, baby. You got it. You got everything. Like the magician is what I feel for you, to manifest and create the life you want, the abundance you want, your creative side. You have all of that in your tools to bring what you're envisioning and all the creative thoughts you get into life. You're a great writer. You write beautiful poetry, and you're a great reader. So I feel like you need to have more faith in yourself, sweetheart. You're good at what you do. You need to stop self-loathing yourself and put all that negative thoughts, negative emotions, those doubts, and transmute it into positive energy, and use that positive energy to create more art with your poetry, with your books, with your channel, all those different things. This is what this card is telling me, baby. And the next card I get for you is the High Priestess. So I feel like it's time that you take a pause and go deeper with your spiritual gifts too. Like I feel like you need to do, I know you've been working on meditations, but I feel like you probably need to add something new to your meditation rituals to go deeper, because you have a psychic connection. Your intuition is very strong. You know all about the High Priestess, about it being the psychic in the tarot, the intuitive, you know, to know the unknown. You know things. You need to listen to your gut and that intuition. And I believe your intuition, what you're getting, will help with your creative work too. So trust what you're being shown. Trust what your thoughts are telling you, what you need to create next. That's what I feel like this card is telling you. And I feel like in your meditation, you'll get more of those creative ideas of what to do next in your next endeavor, whether it's writing a book or a new idea for your channel. You're a great tarot reader too. You know, you're tuned in, so don't think you're not tuned in, baby, because you are. I feel that High Priestess connection in you. I feel it in your spirit. I feel it in your energy. So you have it all. Just don't allow anyone to doubt you or to shame you, or for you to doubt yourself because maybe somebody else doesn't see the potential in you. You have all that potential. You have greatness, honey. Yeah, beautiful Miss Moonlight's right. And then the other card I pulled for you, baby, is the Queen of Earth, which is the Queen of Pentacles. And this, again, is all about your creative side, your ingenious side. This is all about taking all that advice, being practical, being creative, and following it precisely to put all of that into fruition, to put every idea and thought you're writing down, doing your channel, what you receive in messages from the other side, all of it, baby. You're the Queen of Pentacles here. So you'll be, you know, in that stronghold of abundance and your independence. So it's all going to come together, honey. Just hang in there. Stop loathing yourself. You got this. Because even I pulled you a card, an oracle card from this deck right here. I don't know if you've ever seen this deck, but this is the guilds, the Guides of the Hidden Realms Oracle. And the card I pulled out for you, baby, is the Zenith at the Peak. And it says victory, achievement, tangible abundance. So there you are. Victory, achievement, tangible abundance. So you have all that creative thoughts and ideas. Now it's time for you to bring them to light. Bring them to fruition, baby. You got it. You can do this. I believe in you. I know Miss Moonlight believes in you. We're supporting you. So I don't feel like there's anything you need to do differently than what you're doing. Just add more passion to it. You got all the creativity behind you. It's just now putting the extra oomph into it is what I feel. And that's what I have for you, Jeff. I hope that helps you, honey. I hope that resonates. And thank you for trusting me to read for you. Miss Moonlight, you're talking about Jeff reading his poetry book himself instead of having like someone else or a program to read it for him. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I think he should. Because nobody can tell a story better than you, Jeff. Miss Moonlight's right. You know what all those words are, what all your poetry means. You know what, how to emphasize each word. I think he does too. I agree with you, Miss Moonlight. You articulate your feelings very well. You may not realize you do, but you do. You're very good at it, Jeff. Keep going with it. And, oh, here, Miss Moonlight and Jeff, I'm going to pull y'all an angel card real quick. Yeah, I would add an extra personal touch to it. I agree. I agree with you, Miss Moonlight. Alright. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. Alright, Miss Moonlight. Angel card for Miss Moonlight, please. Ooh. Look at this. This is for you, beautiful Miss Moonlight. You get the Fire Guardian Angel. It says, your desires are not unholy. You are being encouraged to connect to the energy of desire and ignite your passions. As long as what you desire doesn't cause harm or danger to any living being, your desires are not unholy. Express yourself, play, and be untamed. For allowing these raw and authentic aspects of yourself to come to the surface also allows the universe to see you in all of your glory. And the affirmation is, I ignite the fire of my passions and let it roar. Ooh, that's powerful. Look at her. I feel like this is for you too, Jeff. This speaks to me for you as well, Jeff. Yeah. Beautiful Two of Cups too energy. Yeah, that passion. Ignite it. I like this card. I like this angel. She has that fire. And look at those piercing eyes. Like she's just looking right into your soul. The artist did a great job with creating them. Oh no, Jeff, where'd you go, honey? Last time he did that, he said he fell asleep. I told him, I say, yeah, I know, I can be boring sometimes. All right, ignite your soul. Are you still here, honey? Ignite soul. If you're still here, honey, let me know, please. Because I won't read for you unless you're here. May you see the list, Nagar. Well, sweetheart, I was waiting for you. I called you, and you didn't come. So, I can read for you now. Yes, I called you twice. Well, sweetheart, I won't do your reading unless you're present, honey. So I understand you're trying to probably eat your or cook your dinner or your lunch, but yes, Bea, you can ask your question, sweetheart. I can put you on the list. What's your question, Bea? Ignite Soul, are you here, sweetheart? Last call. If not, I'm going to read for someone else. What is blocking you from stepping into your divine feminine energy? Okay, honey. Alright, I got it written down, honey. Thank you, beautiful Miss Moonlight. Nagar, I'll read for you, sweetheart, right now, so take a seat. Don't get up and leave. You want an overall general. So I'll pull you 2 cards to see what comes up. Okay, Nagar. Just so you know, sweetheart, so anyone new that's here, the mini free readings is 1 to 2 cards, and if you want a more detailed reading, it's a $5 minimum US donation, where I pull more cards and I go more into details, and I spend a longer time on your reading. So just so you know, honey. You like that, Miss Moonlight, huh? I hope I was still being nice. Just trying to say, don't go nowhere. See if your money's coming, sweetheart. I'm going to see what these couple of cards say for you, honey. So, all right. Oh, well, thank you. That's very light. Okay, Nagar, I have 2 cards for you here, sweetheart. First card I have for you is the Temperance card. So I feel like you need to take time and be patient and work better with others, because this is all about cooperation in the workplace. So whatever you're doing at your workplace or even home, in your personal time, being at your house, if you live with people, this is a card about being more cooperative with others, working well together with others in order for your abundance to come in. Because I feel like if you show you can work well with others in a good, cooperative, respectful manner, you will have someone who's going to come in and try and help you with your abundance, because the other card I get for you is the King of Cups, and this is all about someone wanting to offer a couple up, but for you this is about your abundance, as you're wanting to know about your finances. So there's going to be someone, man or woman, who's going to come in, who's going to want to help you to figure out new ideas or a new path for you to become more prosperous in your life, and maybe taking on classes, maybe taking on a bigger responsibility, maybe looking for a second job. I don't know. All I know is that someone's going to come in and help you with that. So be on the lookout for it. Could be man or woman. Okay, just don't assign a gender to this. It could be a man or a woman, but it's someone who wants to offer their help to you. Okay, and that's what I have for you. It's your ex. Well, honey, I'm sorry. Maybe someone else will come in to help you. Just hang in there. Don't say you're going to be fired. If you go ahead and say you're going to be fired, Nagar, that's what's going to happen, sweetheart. You got to get out of that negative mentality. You got to be more positive. And the other thing you got to figure out, sweetheart, is when we are thankful for the little things we have, and I mean the little things. I mean having a roof over our head, having food on the table, having shoes to wear so our feet don't get wet or get all tore up, from the cracks in the ground or the sun beating down, burning, our skin off. When we're thankful for the smallest little things, when we show gratitude, that's when abundance comes in. That's when our manifestations come in. And when you want to manifest, you want to be in the highest possible positive energy you can be in. You want to have that positive outlook. So whatever you're wanting or foresee for your life, dream it now. Be in that positive mindset. Stop being in the mindset of lack or being without. So just, put in motion, like I'll tell you what I do, okay? Because I have faced some big hardships in my life that most people won't ever understand. But what I have to do when I'm going through those struggles, I have to go in the mirror and tell myself each and every day, everything's going to work out perfectly in my favor. And I repeat that. I say that multiple times a day as a reminder, because it helps to reset my mindset, to get me out of that negative thought process and put me in a more positive outlook on life and how I see the world. And it makes me be more positive, be more joyful, be more happy, and be more grateful. And when I do that, my world around me changes. All I have to do is have a little faith in the universe, and some way, somehow, the universe comes in and helps and delivers. So that's what you got to do now. So keep that in mind, okay? I hope that helps, honey. So I hope that resonates with you. And thank you for trusting me to read for you. You know what, Nagar? I'm sorry you're dealing with that, sweetheart, and that's a shame. I really am sorry to hear that. That's no way to be, but you know what? Even if you think that your boss doesn't like you because you're a brunette like me, and I'm gonna, I guess I'm gonna say you probably are darker skin, you're not, Caucasian. You know what? Don't allow them to get to you, because they're going to try and make your life miserable, which is what they want to do. So you screw up, so you do get fired. Don't give her a reason to fire you, sweetheart. Okay? You hold on to that job and you kind of suck it up until you find a better job, or you can find another job. So that way, when, things get so bad, you can walk away from that job, but you'll have another job already lined up in place of it. So that's what you got to do, sweetheart. I know it's not easy, but, unfortunately, our world we live in, not, the whole planet, there's other parts of the world that still discriminates and, are even sexist and so on. The list goes on, I don't allow those people to get to me. I don't give my power away. I don't allow others to have dominion over me. So you got to be stronger and confident in yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't allow those people to get you down, because that's exactly what they want to do. So don't give them a reason to fire you. You do the best job you can possibly do until you find a new one and have it lined up. Okay? But you got to be in charge of you and take charge of your life and your future. Instead of waiting for someone else to bring it to you, sweetheart, you need to go out there and find it. And it's out there for you. You just got to put in the work and be on the lookout for it. Ask people, talk to people, go out there, go to every, business that's around in your area. Ask who's hiring. Put in your application. Don't be afraid to ask. I mean, even look for people in your area who are like teachers, who could be like a mentor that can help you. Go to a recruiter's office, go to a temp agency, look anywhere where they're looking to hire people and ask them for their help. Ask them what else you can do to add to your skill set so you can find a better job to replace the one you're currently in. So, but you have that power. Just believe in yourself, okay? I'm sending you all positive love and light to you, sweetheart. So, I'm wishing you all the best. Vea, I understand that, sweetheart, but understand people were here before you. I understand it's late at night, but guess what, sweetheart? Let me tell you something. I was up until about 4 o'clock this morning giving readings. Okay, it's 4 o'clock, going on 5 o'clock in the afternoon my time, but I was up at 4 o'clock this morning still giving readings. So, I can give you your reading now, but you should be a little more patient and be respectful of others who came here first, sweetheart. All right, Bea. You want to know what's stepping or what's blocking you from your feminine energy. Okay, let's see. Pull this other deck out. Well, I'm happy it makes sense, Nagar. I'm happy it resonates with me. And that's beautiful of you to say, Nagar. Thank you, sweetheart. Let's see. What is blocking their feminine energy? Feminine divine energy. Let's see. Vea, thank you for apologizing, sweetheart. Like I said, it's just a matter of showing, being respectful of others, that people were here too, and understand that others, probably got places to be and things to do, and they were being patient too, waiting. So, if you wanted a reading right away, you could have gone to the front of the list, and if you had made a $5 donation, but since it's a free reading, you go on the list and wait, behind everyone else who came in before you, sweetheart. And that's just a matter of being respectful and being patient. Patience is a virtue. I know it's sometimes hard for some of us to have because we want everything now and we want it our way and the way we want it, but it's not the way the world works, sweetheart. So you got to learn how to flow with it, not fight against it. Hi, beautiful crow's nest. Beautiful, there's nobody on the list. So I can read you next, honey. I'm going to do this one reading first, and then I can read you next if you want, honey. All right. Okay, Vea, the first card I get for you is the Page of Fire, which is like the Page of Wands. So I feel like you're not being motivated enough. I feel like you need to be more enthusiastic to want to step in that feminine power. So I feel like you're getting in your own way, whether you're doubting yourself or saying you're not feminine enough, or you're just allowing the masculine side to take over, maybe wanting to be in control is kind of like what I feel. So you kind of got to taper that down for that feminine energy to come through to kind of balance it, because the feminine, the divine feminine is more of the softer side of us, which we all have both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So you got to kind of taper it down, bring in that softer side, be motivated to want to have that feminine energy and embrace it, you know, welcome it in. In fact, if you want, I would suggest to you to talk to your spirit guides and ask them, how can I bring in that divine feminine energy to help me? And, you know, tell them exactly what you're wanting, what you're needing it for. They're always there for you. So, and then I feel like you need to be more playful, you know. The divine feminine is all about that nurturing, playful side, because I get the Two of Earth, which is the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like you need to be more playful. I feel like you need to get back in touch with your inner child. You know, what's all those things you did when you were young, when you were a little kid, that you used to have fun with? Climbing trees, throwing rocks, riding your bike, going and playing on the swings, whatever it is. You need to get in touch with your inner child. And that's what's going to help you to get in more in touch with your divine feminine side. And that's what I have for you, sweetheart. Crow's Nest. I was just reading for Vea, sweetheart. Missed one. Yes, I believe in Jesus. Why do you ask? So I hope that makes sense, Vea. Thank you for trusting me to read for you. Yes, and please hit that like and subscribe button. It's okay, beautiful. So I know you got a question, Crow's Nest. You asked, sweetheart. So what's your question, honey? All right, honey, let me see. Ooh. Okay, beautiful Jessica. Sweetheart, I can't do a third party. But honey, what I can do is give you an overall love reading to see what comes through. Thank you, Vea. You too, sweetheart. I hope you have a wonderful night. Come back and see me, honey. Okay, Jessica. That's right. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Whew. Okay, I got chills. All right, Spirit. So let's see what you have in the love department. How are you doing, Jessica? It's good to see you again, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone who's here. I appreciate y'all. Oh, well, that's good to hear, Jessica. So you're taking some of my advice and getting out more. That's good. Hello, show empathy. Welcome, beautiful soul. How are you, sweetheart? I'm doing good here. Thank you. How are you? Welcome. Mm. Oh, no. Okay. Beautiful, Jessica. The first card I got for you, honey, is the Four of Cups. I feel like whoever you are connecting with is not as interested in you. I feel like they're withdrawing their affections. They don't seem to have an interest in you because the Four of Cups is all about having like 3 cups poured and then there's 1 cup still sitting there, but the 1 cup that's being offered, they're not interested in. So I feel like that whoever it is you're wanting to connect with right now, they're not wanting to connect with you. I don't feel like they're interested, sweetheart. In fact, I feel like, oh, I hate to say this, that either you or them are resolving possible problems. Like I feel like there could be another person in this equation. I hate saying that, but that's kind of like what I'm seeing, what the card is telling me, because I get the 9 of Wands. And I feel like this person or you is in the middle of resolving issues that you have or they have with possibly another lover or an ex-partner. So I just feel like they may not just be in the mental and emotional mindset right now for a relationship. But then there's also the whole issue of, um, I feel like they're in regret. Like, I feel like someone else has their heart even. Like, I feel like you see this woman right here. This is the Five of Cups. And this card is all about regret and remorse. So, and they're crying and all these cups are spilled. They have these 2 cups being offered, but they're not paying attention to these 2 cups. They're more worried about these 3 cups that have been poured. They're in regret. They're sad. So I feel like um, it's either you or them who is still like in that healing process. Like they've already had their heart broken recently, or you have, or they're not over their, ex-love, maybe their first love, I don't know. Or this is you, sweetheart. It's one or the other, so put it where it fits. But I don't feel like this is going to go anywhere, sweetheart. I feel like you need to look elsewhere. Keep looking. Keep talking to the other people you've been talking to, sweetheart. And that's what I have for you. I hope that makes sense, honey. I hate saying that. Because I even got the 7 of Cups at the bottom, Jessica. That's the other thing that's telling me they got other options. So 7 of Cups is all about having multiple options. So just take it slow, Jessica. Don't rush into anything, honey. Make them work for you. That's what you want to do. So keep me posted, honey. Let me know what's going on. Well, you know what? Sham Keeley. I don't know if that's how you say your name right. I'm not sure, but I don't know when your money problem's gonna end, sweetheart. All of us are facing, we're having to tighten the belt. you can say. Because we all, inflation is terrible right now. That's what I can tell you. But I'll see what these cards say. I can pull you 2 cards. Don't know when it's going to end, but I can see what's coming in for you. You still here, beautiful Miss Moonlight? Let's see. Do I have a spider on my wall behind me? Why do you see a spider? No, I don't see a spider. I got a teddy bear in the corner. I got angel wings hanging on my wall. That's what I have behind me. No, there's no spider. He went down on the left side by my bear, you said? I don't know. If he did, he'll be alright. Spiders don't bother me. Alright, let's see what this deck says. Hello, West Cruz. How are you, sweetheart? Welcome. See, I like spiders. Spiders don't bother me. I grew up with them. I'm getting to that, honey. You need to be a little patient. You know, patience is a virtue. So the first card I pull for you, Shamkili, is the Knight of Wands. This is all about taking action. So there's something you need to go through and do. You need to take a risk. I don't know if this is in your job, in your current job. This could be a business of some kind, maybe an idea of opening up your business. But I feel like you need to take a risk. This is what this card is saying to help your money problem that you're saying you're having. And I feel like if you were to take a risk, that you're going to have some backing. You're going to have someone that's going to come in and help you. Because the other card I pull is the Six of Pentacles. And this is all about going back and forth, like exchanging energy for money. So I feel like someone will come in and help back you, support you in either your career. Maybe even someone might lend you money. I don't know. But I feel like there's going to be someone who's going to come in and help you in some way. That could be finding a new job. That could be in your current job, you know, maybe a promotion of some kind. But first, you must take a risk to get it to help your financial problem that you're saying you're having right now. So, and this is for entertainment purposes only, okay? But that's what I have for you, sweetheart. I hope that helps. You're on a small screen, Miss Moonlight. I am too. I mean, I'm using my phone, so... Yeah, spiders don't bother me. I mean, I grew up in a house where my grandparents, we had granddaddy long legs everywhere in the corners, and I was raised to leave them alone because in the Buddhist religion, they believe that every living thing, including insects and animals, could be one of our ancestors. So I was raised to not kill anything. So I leave the spiders alone. I normally, if anything, if I find them in my house, I'll scoop them up in a cup and then put them outside and put them on a bush or something. I actually had a brown widow not that long ago. This was probably back in more towards the earlier of this year, I had a brown widow that had an egg sac outside my door. So, and I was worried that, you know, she would end up biting someone, even, you know, my cat. So I ended up, you know, picking her up from with a stick, and I moved her like farther into the woods to the trees and put her on a tree that was farthest away from the house with her egg sac, so she didn't, you know, hopefully bite anybody, knowing she'd be protective of her egg sac of her baby. So I grabbed a picture of it. In fact, I got it on my phone. So, which I didn't know, the brown widow is the only spider that will create an egg sac that has spikes on it. I never knew that before. So, and this one had spikes on it, but what was strange about it is it wasn't exactly all white. It had a little bit of like black or brown color to it. So I was kind of confused, but they said it was a brown widow. So she was pretty. So I appreciated her. Others may not, but I think she was beautiful. And then I had a big, what was it? It wasn't a wolf spider, but it looked like a huntsman spider. And she also had an egg sac on her back. And I saw her on the side of my house on the outside. And she was just sitting there. And I got up and got a picture of her. And she disappeared. She stayed there for most of the night, but the next morning she was gone. I love spiders. I used to want a pet tarantula. I had a girlfriend of mine back in high school who had a pet tarantula. She had a, what do they call that? Darn, what kind of tarantula was that? A rose hair. She had a rose hair tarantula, and she used to bring them to school. She'd carry them in a little box, like, I don't know, probably something like this, but maybe a little bit taller. And she would put them in a box and bring them on the school bus, and then she'd pull them out, and me and a couple of the other kids on the school bus would sit there and watch this spider. And I did hold on to the spider once. She put him in my hand, and he just sat there, and his legs covered up my hand and part of my fingers. It was pretty neat. Yeah, talking about the egg sac with the brown widow. Yeah, it has spikes on it. I keep forgetting that I have those pictures on this device and not on my computer. So I'm going to have to transfer them, and then I could share them with y'all. But yeah, she did. She had an egg sac with spikes on it. It was pretty neat. Whew, I got chills. So you gonna work on that angel deck, Miss Moonlight? I bet that's gonna be beautiful when you're done with it. I want to get a few more angel decks. Of course, I want every angel deck that's ever been created. I know there was one that one of the other readers has that she just recently got. And I saw a few pictures of it. It's like, oh yeah, I want that one too, of course. Let me add that to my wish list, which I'm still working on. I had several things in my cart that I'm having to move from my wish list before I can post it. No, worried about the mama trying to find her babies. That's precious. How old was your son? I love hearing that. Aww. I love hearing that. So your son likes spiders too. That's good. I do. I love spiders. People call me weird, but I love spiders. I love snakes too. People think I'm crazy. The reptile exhibit was one of my favorite things to go to the zoo and see. And my aunts always thought I was weird. It's like, I like snakes. I always wanted to see the big python, I think it was, that they had in the big exhibit room. Oh wow, that is an old deck. It's 12 years old. I know it'll be beautiful once you're done with it. Can't wait to see it. So yeah, I would go to the reptile exhibit. I wanted to see all the snakes. I wanted to see the lizards, the iguanas, all that stuff. I mean, yeah, I love going to see the bears and the tigers and the lions and all that stuff. But had to go to the reptile exhibit. Had to see all the snakes. I love that. You got 10 cards done. How do you restore them, sweetheart? I wouldn't even know where to start to make them look brand new. Because I know as cards, you know, as the paper ages, it rips, it tears, and all that stuff. Like, I haven't had a few of these decks long, and I've already ripped a couple of them. I mean, the card stock is thin, but... And I bought a nice deck. It's the Journey into Egypt Tarot. I thought the card stock was, you know, decent, but my girlfriend said it was thin. So she said she was disappointed. It's like, oh, okay, well, I mean, I didn't know what she was expecting. Someone else mentioned that deck to me earlier this morning. I don't know if it's the same exact deck, though. She said something about Romance Angels or Angels Romance. No, I've never heard of it. What she mentioned, I believe, probably was only the first or second time I've heard of it. I might have heard about it once other time. Someone else mentioned it briefly in chat one day, watching a different channel, but I've never seen it. I don't even know what it looks like. I guess I'll have to look on it and Google it. Google, if I can talk right. It's like a love tarot deck, isn't it? At least that's how it was described to me. Yeah, please send me the pictures. I'll be curious to look at it. Because I have one of those decks. I mean, as you know, I can't show one of the cards in there, but thankfully the creator thought of the Lover's card. And knew that some of us wouldn't be able to use that Lover's card on YouTube, so she created and added a second Lover's card to it. Just for that reason. And this is one of the other decks I just got from the Hay House box subscription. I know this deck's been out for some years, but I've never seen it, never heard of it before. But of course, I stepped away from tarot for a long time. This deck, do you have this, Moonlight? Or have you heard of it? I was looking, I had opened this, yesterday? And I started looking at it briefly, and then I was looking at it today. And It's an interesting deck. So I'm going to have to get the full-size version of this because this one's the pocket version. It's very popular and out of print. Yeah, I'll be curious to see it. I would like to see it. Romance Angels. Is it spicy or not? Buy the book. I wonder what that means. Whoa. Amanda, let's not knock these cards over. Put this and put this up here. Put that right there. There. Oh, so it's one of Doreen Virtue's decks. Yeah, I didn't get, I mean, when I was into tarot years back, I had a few of her decks, but I gave them all away because I didn't think I'd ever use them again. Shame on me for doing that, because now I wish I had kept them, but at the same time, those decks would have just sat on the shelf collecting dust. I mean, I could have packed them away in a box, but still, they would have just collected dust. So, and I didn't feel like that was good use for them, so I gave them away to people who would use them. So, oh, they have a pocket version? Huh. You have the big version and the pocket version. Yeah. Sarandri Devi. Is that your name? I don't know if I said that right. Sarandri Devi. I don't know how to say your name, sweetheart. What's a sweet deck, Miss Moonlight? The one you're working on or the one I just showed you? Spirit by the book. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I've never heard of anyone doing that before. Edge your decks with a Sharpie. I know people add that gilded to their decks, but I've never done that either. Well, that's good. Well, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. Welcome. Sarandri Devi. I did take advantage of that Hay House 50% off. Okay, so you're talking about the one I have. Gotcha, beautiful. Yeah, I like, when I was looking at the book earlier, I was like, oh, well, this is cool. It has like 3 different meanings. So I'll have to buy the full version of it now because I know I'll use it. So I pulled a few cards for me this morning just to see what it would say. Yeah, beautiful. Please send me pictures. I'd love to see it. I would love to see that deck. If I could get my hands on any of the Doreen Virtue decks, I would have them. Because I loved all the decks that I saw. And like I said, I had a couple of them years ago, but like I said, I gave them away. And I wish now I hadn't done that. I think the only deck that I still have from back the years back is the original tarot deck that a friend of mine had gifted me. And I kept it because it had sentimental value to me. It's the only reason why I still have it. And I think it's in a box somewhere still. Okay. I'll have to definitely look at doing that. Because I want to. I wanted my decks gilded. And I know someone else told me that it's easy to do. But it's like, I thought it was more complicated than what they were talking. I'm almost at 200. Wow. That's amazing to me. Never expected that. That's awesome. Maybe I'll get to 500 in no time. When I reached 500, I was thinking about that this morning. Once I reach that milestone, reach at least 500 subscribers, I'll probably give something away. A gift of some kind. I hadn't thought about or made a decision on what exactly, but yeah, I'll probably do something. Well, that's pretty neat, Miss Moonlight. Did you learn that from like someone else or watching YouTube videos, or is it just something you tried on your own just to see what would happen? Because I know people always have like that gold gilded or the silver gilded, like this deck. Of course, this deck came that way, but oops. Like how this is silver. So I know some people were doing this to their decks, or adding like that silver or gold or some other color. Nail buffing blocks for the rough edges. Okay. I can do that too. That'll help. I know what I'm having a problem with right now is some of my brand new decks, they're still, because they're so new, they're sticking. I'm in the algorithm. Somebody else said that. They said that's why I'm getting the trolls. I guess I should be flattered, huh? Dang, it's almost 5:30. That's crazy. I hope so. I hope this channel grows fairly fast. I want it to. I want to see it grow. Oh, really, Moonlight? I didn't know that. Beautiful. That's awesome. So you know all about the fine art and what's good art and what's crappy art. So if I ever wanted to buy a painting, I can ask you. You can tell me if it's good or not. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Learn something new every day, but that's why I like being on here too, because I get to know my subscribers. Oh, I bet. Well, let me show you. Since you're talking about the gilded, one of my friends sent me this deck because she said she's not using it. She said she couldn't connect or resonate with it. So you can see how it's all coming off now. You see where it's all worn down. So I know I gotta fix all that. And this is an angel deck, but this ain't Doreen Virtue. This is the one by Radalai Valentine. Only by him, not by Doreen Virtue. But I love this deck. I want to get another copy of it. Thankfully, they still have it in print. Fanning powder. What's fanning powder, Miss Moonlight? Whew. Alright, chills. Alright, spirit. I think I've heard someone else mention the fanning powder, but makes the cards not stick. Okay. I'll definitely have to look into that because I'm going to need it. Because right now I can't shuffle some of my decks. I mean, they go through, I mean, I could shuffle them, but you know how they're brand new. Several cards will stick so it doesn't get shuffled real well, and I can't stand that. So that's why several of them are still in the boxes. I've just been gradually trying to break them down a little bit. They are, aren't they? Because everybody has their own artistic, creative taste in each tarot deck that's designed, as long as they don't go by the regular standard Rider-Waite. They do have a different, intricate detail to their art and changing around. That's why I like having different tarot decks to where they all aren't the same. And then you can interpret the cards differently depending on, you know, how you perceive the cards, how you read them, and what your intuition and guides are telling you. Because I know there's some cards and there's sometimes I'll turn over certain cards and I know the guidebook has one meaning for it, but then my intuition or my spirit guides are saying, no, it doesn't mean this for this person right now. It means this. And so I go with what my spirit guides tell me, and I know that can confuse some people who read tarot, but it's like I'm just the messenger. I'm just giving you the messages my spirit guides are telling me. It's all I can tell you. Don't shoot the messenger. Hello, beautiful Fatima. Yes, I'm still on, sweetheart. I know I'm crazy. I'm crazy because I'm still here. And I'll be back at 9 o'clock. Once I get off of this live, I'll be back at 9 o'clock. So, in 3 hours. 3.5 hours from now. How are you, Fatima? Well, I'll definitely get some fanning powder, Miss Moonlight. Thank you, beautiful, for the suggestion, because I definitely need it. Yeah, I will get some rest. Well, see, I won't be on here tomorrow because I'm going to see my brother. I told him I'd come down there tomorrow to see him and his wife and his kids because my niece's birthday was the other day. And because I was so tired and it was the one day I did not do any readings live, I forgot it was her birthday. So I called him the next day and I could tell he was a little mad at me. He was like, you forgot the baby's birthday. I'm like, huh? I'm like, oh no, I did, didn't I? And I did, I forgot my niece's birthday. She's my little princess. I'm like, damn it. I told him I was sorry. He's like, yeah, I figured you were busy. It's like, yeah, I was busy on my YouTube channel. So I told him I'd come down there tomorrow and see him and his kids. What kind of renovations are you having done, Fatima? I bet it's beautiful, whatever you're having done. I know the old house, the one I just sold over a year ago, I know that house is beautiful on the inside. Whoever bought it, they did a great job on the inside. And, you know, if things had been different, I would still be living in that house right now, but Yeah, I probably will take a little nap before I come back. I'll probably eat something and take a little nap before I come back at 9 o'clock. Good morning, beautiful Carolyn. How are you, sweetheart? You just woke up? Yeah. I've been on here since, what, 3, I think? Yeah, I came on at 3. So I've been on here for 2.5 hours now. Oh, that's awesome, Fatima. I bet it looks nice. See, like my old house, Fatima, it was completely... I didn't do any renovations in that house. I didn't do any upgrades. That house, when I sold it, looked exactly the same way it did the day it was built. It had the same exact carpet. It had the same exact countertops. It had the same flooring. The only thing that was different was I painted the inside of the house. Like I painted some of the rooms a different color. But outside of that, the house was exactly the same. Other than replacing, you know, appliances that went out. I didn't do anything to the interior of that house. I left it alone. Do I miss Moonlight? No, sweetheart. But I need to be, because I needed to look for another job right now, because I've been out of work for a while because I had to have rotator cuff repair surgery back in February. Otherwise, I would have already returned back to work doing something else right now. So no, right now YouTube is the only thing I do, but I will be going and working a regular job here soon. I just need to start looking. I was pulling up stuff the other day to see what was out there. No, but I will be working. I could tell you this much. I probably will be working about 60 hours a week, at least. Oh, Peter just woke you up for dinner. What did he cook you for dinner, Carolyn? That is so sweet. No, if I did this much and worked what I'm fixing to go do, I'm gonna be worn out, dead tired, worn out. Like I'd probably only be able to do a live probably 1 day a week, maybe 2 days, but that would be about the max. I'm gonna have to see how it all plays out. So, because I could go back and shoot pool semi-professionally, but that takes a lot, and there's no guarantee you're gonna win. You know, in order to make money shooting pool, you gotta win. You gotta at least place in the top 3, and that's hard to do sometimes. And knowing I've been out of it for a little while now since I tore my shoulder, I wouldn't be able to go right back into it right away and expect to win. Now, could I go in there and play in solo money matches just against, you know, a regular guy that walks in there that wants to play a money game? Sure, I could do that, but I don't know, there's always a risk in that too. Ooh, that sounds good, Carolyn. Yummy. Yeah, tearing my shoulder was painful. It hurt. It hurt like hell. You can see the scars. Should be able to see the scars. There's one scar from surgery. And then there's one here. And then there's one back here somewhere. So my tendon was tore off the bone partly from a bone spur I had. So like every single time I've moved my arm, like bowling, I couldn't bowl because every single time I tried to do this motion and raise my arm up, it kept rubbing up against that bone spur and it kept tearing into that muscle to where my arm would go numb or I would get that radiating pain down my arm. So, and then shooting pool, I didn't have the strength in my arm to break a rack right. So I would get my butt kicked just from a bad rack, breaking the rack badly, to where instead of, hitting the rack head on and the balls evenly dispersing, spreading out and pocketing a few balls, some of those balls would still be cluttered together. And it's not supposed to be that way if you hit that rack dead on like you're supposed to. But I didn't have to strengthen my arm to break it evenly, so it tore into my shoulder and I would lose my strength in it. And then I would notice sometimes if, like, just tossing something, just repetitive stuff that you wouldn't think would cause any pain or problem, I would have. In fact, I remember when I went saw my surgeon initially and told him, I tore my shoulder and I knew I tore it. At first he was like, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yeah." And he asked me to describe the pain and I told him. He was like, "Are you sure you just didn't pull a muscle?" I said, "No, I know I tore it. My body is telling me I tore it." I said, "Because I shouldn't have the numbing, radiating pain down my arm, and I should still at least be able to lift stuff. Like, I couldn't even carry my purse. That was another thing I couldn't do." So, and he's like, "Okay, well, I'll send you to have an MRI done." Send me to have an MRI done. MRI shows up negative. Didn't show I had a tear in my shoulder anywhere. It's like, "Doc, I know I tore my shoulder. I'm telling you right now, it's torn." So he believed me, thankfully. So he did an ultrasound, and sure enough, the tear shows up on the ultrasound. It's like, and I don't understand that. Why did the tore, why did the tendon show up on my ultrasound but not on an MRI? An MRI is supposed to be more advanced. So I don't understand it, but it didn't show up then. But then this last time when I went, the end of last year, to see a different surgeon because I'd pushed off having the shoulder surgery done for a few years, I told him the same thing. I said, "I tore my shoulder." I said, "I know it's torn." I said, "I tore it a few years ago." I said, "And it didn't show up on the MRI." I said, "But it showed up on an ultrasound." I said, "My other surgeon saw the tear." I said, "But unfortunately he retired before I can have my shoulder fixed. So that's why I'm here to see you." So send me for an MRI. Thankfully this time the tear showed up. So, no, I've never seen that movie, sweetheart. Ooh, yeah, I heard frozen shoulders hurt like hell, too. Fatima, I don't doubt that, sweetheart. I don't doubt that one bit. I don't have $2 million to buy a renovated house like that. Yes, Miss Moonlight, that's another thing I was struggling to do because all your muscles are just frozen stiff. Because I've even noticed now, like last night I think it was, in my shoulder blade, I noticed there was like, I had a little bit of tingling, like pins and needles. It wasn't bad, but it was enough for me to know it was there. So I gotta start moving my arm again. But yeah, that's why I'm on here too, to get the subscribers, to get this channel going before I do go back to work. Because once I get back to work, I know it's gonna be much harder to keep up with my channel. I will, post things at least once or twice a week still. But I probably won't be doing nearly as many lives as I'm doing right now, so that's why I've been working on it. So did you do anything for your frozen shoulder, or you wouldn't let the doctors do any kind of surgery? Because when I went and had my shoulder looked at, they told me at first that they thought it would heal if I went to physical therapy. And I told him, I said, "I've already gone through physical therapy. I did that like 4 or 5 years ago." I said, "And my shoulder still hurts." I said, "So physical therapy isn't going to fix this. I've already been down that road. Yeah, it got better, but it didn't fix it." And he's like, "Okay, well, you know what? I think you probably have a bone spur then that's causing the tear in your, tendon and the ligament." Okay. So he's like, and I see there's a tear here because I see it on the MRI. So he knew he can do surgery to fix it. And sure enough, I did. I had a big bone spur. In fact, it reminded me of like a shark tooth. It was that pointy sharp. It's like, wow. Yeah, no wonder my tendon and why my shoulder hurt me so bad. It was never going to heal without surgery. They definitely had to go in there and file that bone spur down. I've heard of that movie, but I've never sat and watched it. Because there's another pool movie, and if my memory serves me right, it's based on a true story, but I can't remember who plays in it. The Color of Money. I'm going to have to look that one up. There's another one, though, that people always talk about. I'll look at it, though. But yes, I love to play pool, Miss Moonlight. Pool is one of my biggest passions, besides bowling and writing poetry and, you know, reading cards. I love to play pool. My daddy taught me how to play. Well, that's good. So you just kept going through physical therapy or doing the exercises at home to help it. Because, see, I have a friend of mine right now that just recently had frozen shoulder, and they were talking about doing some kind of surgery to, like, remove some of the tissue, I think. Some of the scar tissue that had built up to loosen up her shoulder and then put her through physical therapy. But I think they decided to go a different route and use steroid injections and then do more physical therapy. And she said it's better now. It's like, well, good. I was thankful to hear she didn't have to have another surgery. But I know it was pretty close to her having to have another surgery. Oh, really? I'm hoping that doesn't happen to my shoulder, but I gotta start moving it again. I know for me, it's like I said, right now, I can feel it. I can feel a tiny bit, like a little bit of pins and needles, but that's about it. Hello, Samantha. How are you, sweetheart? All right, Carolyn. Well, I'll be back later, sweetheart. I'll be back at 9. So enjoy your dinner with Peter. If you want to come back and see me, I'll be back at 9 o'clock. Kingpin. I think I have seen that movie, but it was a long time ago. I don't ever get a chance to watch movies anymore. I don't have any cable. I don't even have TV in this house. I got a TV, but I don't have like any cable connected because the builder that built my house, he tore up all the wiring and cable in the ground. So now the internet and cable company won't put or replace any of the wiring or cable until the builder pays half of the cost. All right, Carolyn. I love you too, honey. Sounds good, beautiful Carolyn. Tell Peter I said hello. Yeah, I would sleep sitting semi up. I had one, excuse me. Excuse me. I had one of those, what do they call them? Adjustable bases for my bed. Like a hospital bed where you have that remote and it raises the bed up and down. So thankfully I have one of those to help. And well, that's awesome to hear. Hello, Moonfox Knight. How are you, sweetheart? I'm good here. Probably fixing to get off here, though. And take a nap and probably get me some food. But I'll be back at like 9 o'clock tonight. 9 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, I had to do some of those wall exercises too. And I have one of those, it has that, bar on it. And you hold it one side and it's supposed to like raise your arm up and down. Try and stretch it back and forth. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Yeah, Samantha, I'm fixing to shut this down, sweetheart, because I'm going to come back here in a few hours. So if you want to come back at 9 o'clock Eastern time, I'll be back. But I'm going to get off here for a little bit because I need some food and I need to take a nap. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by to say hello, Moonfox Nut. I appreciate you. It's always good seeing you, sweetheart. I'll be back in a few hours. Okay, honey, it sounds good. Yes, everyone come back at 9 o'clock Eastern, which is 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and I'll be here. Okay, honey. Yeah, come back tonight, Moonfox Nut. I'll be here. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you, Moonfox Night. Thank you, beautiful Miss Moonlight. I'll see y'all here in a few hours. So, y'all take a nap too. But until then, I'm wishing y'all so much love, so much happiness, blessings, abundance, prosperity, good health, and all the great things we all want and are deserving of. And that includes you, beautiful. Until next time, bye.